Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another DMZ video. Today we are talking about some DMZ updates upcoming, and this is more of like a wish list, right? The last video I just made, you can go check it out here. We talked about everything that they've already mentioned. So, you know, the barter system, the weapon crafting system, or even like the new character slot selection, which is really odd. But if you want to, you can check out the video here. I'll put it in the link down below. But I want to talk to you today about a little bit of a wish list that I have, because they posted this at the end of that little blog post. They said, "We have plenty more to share as part of a dedicated DMZ blog to be released before Season 3's launch, including new backpack and plate carrier types." So we know a new backpack and plate carrier types are coming, but I want to talk to you about the 3 or 4 things that I think would be really cool and the community really wants. Okay, the first change that I would love to see is something to do with the inventory, right? Is how many times has this happened to you and you want to pull your hair out? You're like, okay, you know what? I want to go do this mission. I'm excited. I just completed a bunch of missions. Okay, let's pick this one. And then you see the key stash is full. And this is, you're just like, oh, like, damn, like I don't want to deal with this. I want to play the game. I don't want to play inventory management right now, right? So then you have to go into your key stash, figure out which one you want to delete it. Then you sometimes you press it again, and then it says, oh, you have too many guns, and you just want to destroy the game, right? Let us just go over that amount. If we get it as a reward for a mission, just let us go over that, you know, equipment selection amount with keys or guns. Like, I don't think it's that big of a deal, really, at all. And speaking of rewards and missions, the other thing I want to talk to you about is, like, look at this, right? So right here we have grunt work. That's the reward. That's the skin reward. And I'm going to flash it up right here. It's not a good skin. I want there to be some really cool, unique skins you can only get through the DMZ, and it'll just make people play it, right? It'll just make people get their feet wet. Even if some of the cool skins are at, like, say, a tier 3 and not a tier 5, I'm okay with that. I just want more people to try this game mode out, especially as we are progressing, and it is getting, I think, a lot better and better. Let us have some better rewards. Come on. You know, and speaking, the last thing I will speak on, I know this is more than 3 or 4 things now, but while I'm talking, I'm just going on a roll. While we're talking about, say, let's say keys or weapons, if I delete a contraband weapon because you won't let me go over that allotted amount, I just want there to be some sort of, like, I don't know, like a token system or like a credit system, and it makes it so that we can do something with these tokens or credits, and it's for something. Because right now, when you delete something, it's just gone. It just doesn't matter, right? You're just deleting it because you have to. You're forced to. So I would like to see maybe the contraband stash go up a little more, and that goes for people that don't own the game too. I think it's ridiculous that people that don't own the game, they have, it's just dumb. I think they should be upping it to like 30 or 40, especially with the workbench where it is right now, and how you can do some really cool, unique, like Frankenstein guns. You know, I think that's really awesome. But yeah, I all those things, that's number one. All these things are packaged in one plate. I would like to see that for sure have a change. So my next 2 changes are definitely probably the number 1 and 2 most requested things in all of the DMZ I hear from the community, and I would like to see them too. The first one being, get rid of 6-man squads. I don't think there's really any reason for it. I think if you want to play with, you know, another squad, I think that's fine. But I think what should happen is friendly fire gets turned on, right? Like, I think it has to be kind of in the sense of you have to really now communicate with that other team so you don't shoot each other. Like, there should be a downside to having a 6-man squad, other than you can now just roll up on pretty much any team and kill them, right? So there should be a downside if you are going to do a 6-man squad. What I'd like to see is just being able to do 4-man squads, right? You can take in a lonely solo player like myself, right? I play solo 99% of the time, so you know, you can take me in if I want to go into your squad, or if you wanted someone to come in. But I think that's all that should happen. And even then, I think you guys could argue, hey, just leave it 3-man squads and let everyone else fend for themselves or make it so friendly fire zone, right? And I think that's okay in the sense is if you only want 3-mans to be the max, that's fine. But you also have to realize that if you want 6-man squads gone, you don't want 4-man squads. If you leave it at 3-man squads, PvP will be happening more. And that's okay with me. Again, I'm okay with PvP. I'm not one of those, you know, PvP people that are like, don't do it, blah, blah, blah. It's part of the game. But if we do get rid of 6-man squads or you not being able to join to make 4-man squads, we are going to see a lot more PvP. And by far the #1 requested feature in all of the DMZ is please let solo players play. That has been requested for so long. So many people have been talking about it in the community, and I think it's time, right? I'm not asking for a lot of time after you get thirsted by a player, but hey, 15 seconds, let us have 15 seconds to plea. Maybe, you know, we talk our case out and be like, hey, we're just friendly, let us join you, stuff like that. I think a plea would be good, but again, if we do implement a plea, there has to be at least 4-man squads or 5-man squads, right? So we do have a little bit of a balancing act there. And the last thing I want to talk about really quickly, and this kind of goes towards you guys. I hope you guys comment down below, but I want them to take advantage of it being in beta right now, right? The game's in beta, try some goofy stuff, you know, really swing for the fences and let's just try some stuff. And if it doesn't work, hey, get rid of it next season, right? This is the time we can try some really fun, unique things for this game mode and see if they work or they don't work. I heard someone, you know, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, came into chat. We were just chit chatting and they were saying, imagine, you know, the last helicopter, it's gone, but you still have a chance. You still get, the map gets turned into like a BR. After the last helicopter leaves, you have like a little BR encounter and the last team gets like the final exfil copter that like comes out of nowhere or something. I think that's cool, right? You have 3 chances to exfil. You still have the final exfil at the end, but if you miss that, the game kind of turns into like this really mini BR mode. Again, like I'm willing to try it. I'm not saying we should do it, but I'm saying, hey, let's try things like that because the game is in beta. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I would love to hear your opinion on this. And remember, we're going to be making a ton more content, especially on the DMZ news coming up. So if you enjoyed this, hey, subscribe to the channel. It's free for you guys. It means the world to me. Until next time, I'll talk to everyone later.